one thing I want to end with is something that before we ask to take questions, is something that I've been looking at and something I wouldn't have known anything about that much about this time a year ago, and that is judicial redistricting. You know, every 10 years, based on the census, we have to redistrict all Senate seats, all the state house seats, the congressional seats, but the judicial districts, the districts where the judges serve in, have not changed since 1984. And why time is of the essence, in my opinion. The judges will be up next year in 2014. And you need to address this just before an election so they'll know what district they're running in. If they don't do it this year, it'll be put off for 8 more years. That's their term, of course. That'd be 2022. At the same time, again, that we'll be going through legislative redistricting, congressional redistricting. Beth and I have been through that. That's no fun. Be careful what you ask for. Forever we said we want the Republicans to have the pencil. Woo! I know that was an interesting process that we went through, and I don't think we'd ever add judicial on top of that, so that pushed it out another 16 years from now, and so we would have gone 46 years between the judicial redistricting, and they're completely out of whack if you look at those. We have counties as small as Coffee County, as I think 32,000 people, I think that's correct, as a judicial district in and of its own. You can look back at 1984 and see who had the power in the legislature, from our good friend that we served with, Shelby Reinhardt, down in that area, that got a couple of districts drawn that were very small, to Northwest Tennessee, where Speaker of the House Ned McWhorter happened to be serving at the time. And make sure that, when the last time it was done, I think Rutherford County had 80,000 people. They now have 270,000 people. They're grouped in with a couple of smaller counties. So that's something I really want to look at. There really is no political upside to this, because it's something I just think is good government and efficiency, and making sure the judiciary operates as efficiently as we do. Because if we just leave it alone, it'll keep cruising along and we're fine. But I think there is a more efficient way of doing this, and it'll be very controversial, because the judges, for the most part, the DAs, for the most part, the PDs, they like it the way it is. They don't want change. But I think there's a better way of doing this, and we're going to take a close look at this as we go through this legislative session. And starting probably Monday, I'll be having a press conference announcing that we're going to seek plans from other places. We want the judges to submit plans. We want the public defenders and DAs to figure out a better way of doing this. And we'll mold all those together and hopefully pass a bill. I go there with no preconceived notions. There are already maps circulating out there called the Ramsey map. I'd like to know where that came from, because I didn't draw it. That's out there right now. So I'm looking forward to this session. Again, we hit the ground running. We're going full blast. We've already had committee meetings with some very substantial bills in them already. And again, being able to operate efficiently and adjourn on time.